Welcome back to the Roar Podcast Sports Edition. I am Brayton Bowen.
And I am Garrett Harker.
And we are back for a 2021 NFL Draft edition of the Roar Podcast. And today we will be going over, as said, the NFL Draft, mainly the early rounds, and talk a little bit about the local teams in the area. And and maybe we'll probably go through the MLB standings as they are right now. This is Friday, May 7th as we're recording this, so yeah, let's get to it.
A lot of good stuff going on today.
You know, day one, man, it was just crazy.
Day one was kind of nuts.
I mean, obviously Trevor Lawrence went first overall to the Jaguars.
Pretty common pick there.
Pretty common pick. Who went second? Zach Wilson, the Jets. No, I thought that was a little weird. I thought they'd take Justin Fields. And then Justin Fields went third to the 49ers.
Yeah.
And then fourth, we had the highest selected quote-unquote tight end, even though Kyle Pitts literally looks like a wide receiver. Highest taken tight end ever. In the modern draft era. I saw it today. That's interesting because, I kind of thought the Falcons may have gone quarterback because Matt Ryan's getting quite old and they haven't really been good with him recently, so I thought they would go quarterback, but I guess at some point you have to go talent over what you need.
Yep.
Other picks here. We're just going to go a little alphabet here. Arizona Cardinals took Zaven Collins, 16th overall, linebacker from Tulsa. I think this is a reach myself. I have not really heard of this guy that much, nor do I really watch a whole lot of college football. Baltimore Ravens took receiver, Minnesota, Rashad Bateman, 27th, and then Penn State outside linebacker
Odafe Owe.
There you go, 31st overall. Buffalo Bills took Gregory Rousseau, I think it is.
Rousseau, maybe.
Rousseau, 30th overall. Panthers went defense, cornerback J.C. Horn from Southern Carolina. Southern Carolina, same thing. The Bears with the steal of the draft, Justin Fields at 11. I think they traded up, did they not?
Moved up 9 spots with the Giants. Okay.
This is alphabetical order. This isn't in the draft order.
Okay.
Bengals with a surprise pick. They took a receiver to pair up Jamar Chase with his former quarterback Joe Burrow. When they should have taken a tackle.
Interesting. Now
he's gonna get killed.
He's
gonna get killed.
If you guys didn't look at any social media after last year, Joe Burrow got absolutely
killed,
beaten up. Yes,
towards ACL when he got sacked or something like that. So
he was getting beat up for a little bit.
That is no joke. Cleveland Browns take Northwestern cornerback Greg Newsome, 26th overall. Dallas Cowboys took Micah Parsons at 12, which I heard that he's probably one of the most talented players in the draft. He just has a little bit of off the field issues. That's probably why he fell.
Interesting.
But I feel like you could probably say that about multiple people on this list that got taken the first round. Denver Broncos took Patrick Surtain, 9th overall.
His father was a great
Yes, he was.
Back in the day for
9th overall, Alabama. It's a trusted program. Detroit Lions, Penei Sewell basically just fell into their lap at 7, and it was a no-brainer pick. It was probably a pick within 5 seconds as soon as they were on the clock because Penei Sewell, best tackle in the draft, even though he sat out this past season.
Really?
He opted out. He didn't play at all. We played Oregon his sophomore year. I think he would have been a junior this year, but he opted out.
Interesting.
Packers. Oh, we can talk about Packers. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Okay. But first we're going to go. They took 29th overall. They took Georgia cornerback Eric Stokes. And I'm pretty sure he ran the fastest unofficial 40-yard dash time of all the pro days. But,
4.29.
No, that was Rondale, I think. I think he ran the 4.25, did he not? Or 4.2 something?
I don't know.
Oh, wait.
It's on the computer.
Yeah, he read it on the thing. It was a 4.29, and I just sound stupid right now, but get off of Eric Stokes, okay? Aaron Rodgers, once out of Green Bay.
Interesting.
That is
very, very bad news for the Green Bay Packers.
It's kind of like Brett Favre all over again,
Yeah.
I love Aaron Rodgers. It would be weird for me to see Aaron Rodgers in any other uniform besides the Green Bay Packers.
How about the Colts? Let's put them in some blue and white, huh?
They just traded for their quote-unquote franchise quarterback. Houston Texans, they didn't pick at all.
Really?
Weird. Didn't pick at all, and their quarterback of the future is still questionable after everything Deshaun Watson's going through on and off the field. We really don't know.
Here's the thing. He was going to get traded anyways. But now all this new stuff's coming, so you're like,
That is a little concerning to me.
Is he gonna stay? Is he gonna go?
I don't know. All the controversy he's raising.
It's a teeter. It's whatever they call that,
Teeter-totter?
Yeah, I was gonna say teeter-totter, but I didn't want to sound like an idiot. But
You don't sound like an idiot.
cool.
You sound like you know what you're talking about.
See?
Indianapolis Colts take Michigan edge rusher Kwity Paye at 21. This, in my opinion, was also a no-brainer, kind of like the Penei Sewell deal in Detroit, because the Colts had a whole edge. To be fair, they have a whole offensive tackle as well, but I think they have other ideas with what I've seen in the news with Eric Fisher and there's another tackle, Charles Leno Jr., I believe. And he played tackle for the Bears last year. And then Eric Fisher was the former number 1 overall pick for the Chiefs.
Really?
Yeah. His offensive tackle went number 1.
Wow. Go Jags.
The Jags.
Double Clemson.
Yeah, they took
round.
Lawrence and his partner, Travis Etienne, at 25. Lawrence went 1 and Etienne went 25. And that seems a little weird.
Talk about a big signing bonus for those two there.
What'd they get?
Just throwing that out there. Big signing bonus for Clemson right there. Double. Crazy.
Clemson get money or what?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, for sure.
Same school. It's pretty big signing bonus for the
those
first round.
guys probably got a lot of money because the Jaguars probably have a lot of money since they don't ever sign anybody. That's why they suck.
Oh.
The Chiefs did not have a pick because they traded their pick and they got Orlando Brown. So that's why the Ravens had 2. I think we were talking about the Ravens. That's why they had 2 picks. Raiders took offensive tackle Alex Leatherwood at 17.
What a name, by the way.
Leatherwood, dude, he's a unit.
What a name for an offensive tackle.
Look, Alex Leatherwood. Just look at this figure.
Big. Oh.
6'6", 315, bro.
Nice.
Just look at him. This is a man.
Interesting.
I like that pick, The Raiders, they have a lot of holes. I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Chargers took a tackle. They took Northwestern tackle Rashawn Slater at 13, which also seemingly weird. All the tackles are just falling into teams' laps that need a tackle, which I thought was kind of
interesting that that happened because when people need tackles, they don't really draft them.
Yeah.
But that'll help Herbert
It always
out a lot,
it always goes into, well, you got to take the best player available. The Rams don't have a pick because of the Jalen Ramsey deal, which understandably so. Dolphins, they had 2 picks. 6th overall, they took Alabama receiver Jalen Waddle, who was arguably the best receiver in the draft. Was he the first? I believe he was first taken. Unless who was the 5th pick?
tight end.
No, he was 4th. I'm blanking. I don't know, but they also took Miami edge rusher Jalen Phillips, 18th overall. Vikings took tackle Christian Darrisaw from Virginia Tech at 23, which is appropriate. Patriots took their
Mac Jones.
They took Big Mac Jones,
Big Mac.
15th overall. It basically fell into their lap as well.
That's
Tom Brady has kind of just set a stereotype for Patriots quarterbacks, and Mac Jones fits it.
There's some pretty funny videos of Mac Jones walking out on draft day, and I enjoyed
like
those.
IG model, as they say.
I enjoyed those videos. They're pretty funny.
Saint took Houston edge rusher Peyton Turner, 28th overall. A little bit of a reach there, but hopefully it turns out well. Giants took Florida receiver Kadarius Toney.
Kadarius Toney, what a name!
That's a nice.
That's a pretty
imagine
smooth
the
off the
broadcast
tongue name.
and be like Kadarius Toney with a reception. I mean, you get what I mean. 20th overall, great pick.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets, as I said, took Zach Wilson.
Big fan of Zach Wilson.
And they took USC O-lineman. They have him listed as tackle and guard on some, but he'll probably play wherever. 14th overall. Elijah Vera Tucker's his name.
Another Alabama first rounder, man. They're everywhere.
I saw this interesting stat today. In the 2017 Alabama high school recruiting class, 8 of them are first-round picks.
Yeah, wow.
And as we're talking about him, we were talking about Devontae Smith, went 10th overall to the Eagles, Alabama receiver, of course.
Heisman winner, correct?
Yeah, Smith was, and everybody was hating on him because he was only like $160, $170.
But he's a big dude.
The Steelers, in my opinion, good pick. They took Najee Harris, Alabama running back, 24. One pick before Etienne went to the Jags, which is interesting because what if Najee Harris wasn't selected? What would the Jags do? I think the Jags thing was kind of – I bet Lawrence had a little bit of influence on that pick.
Right.
49ers, as we said, took North Dakota State quarterback Trey Lance.
3rd overall.
They traded up for that pick too.
Wow.
So it's like they had to trade
Missouri
up.
Valley Conference. Rain.
I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be a Niner. Keep it real.
Yikes.
Seahawks didn't have a first-round pick because of the Jamal Adams trade. Buccaneers took Washington outside linebacker Joe Tryon.
Try on these shoes, you know.
Just stop it.
32nd
overall.
There's the sports podcast pun there.
There we go. Tennessee Titans, they took Virginia Tech cornerback Caleb Farley, 22nd overall. Basically fell into their lap as well. He's probably second or third best defensive player on the board. Washington football team, which is the worst name ever. They need to come up with something. They took Hammond Davis, Kentucky linebacker, 19th overall.
Jamming to some music, Davis.
Yeah, oh my gosh, this guy. Yeah, I mean, I really don't know much about that guy just because I'm not the most in-depth. I don't watch, as I said, a whole lot of college football, but to be the 19th overall pick, and I don't even know your name.
So we're going to start with MLB stuff, but we should start with the Angels first.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
So
especially for us Cardinals fans, it's big.
Well, for one, most recently, they just let go of Albert Pujols, and in my opinion, that's just a smack in the face to baseball and to him because he's just a very, very good baseball
Legend
guy.
of the game.
Yeah, the legend of the game, and for you guys to just do that, like, I mean, come on.
In the last year's deal.
But anyway, yeah, which is stupid. I mean, you should just pay the guy until he's done and then let him have a
And then he's
great
done.
send-off season.
Hall of Famer.
Anyways, Shohei Ohtani is just absolutely blowing up the league. And
His 10th homer last night.
10th homer, and he's just absolutely shoving. Mike Trout, another great season for him. He's tied for first in almost every category.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Mike Trout.
And it's just ridiculous, man. The guy's 30 years old, and he's still raking. And you know what? He's probably got 5 or 6 more years just like this, so we'll see what happens.
It's just absurd of how good he is. It really is. All right, to go into a little quick standings run through, AL East, Red Sox are on top. Yankees are 16 and 15, barely staying afloat. That's kind of funny, but I love to see it. Indians are on top of the AL Central. White Sox just half game behind. Royals 1 game behind. The rest of that division's a joke. AL West, we got the Athletics. Are actually, I wouldn't say surprising. They've been in the playoffs. Athletics are leading there. Mariners only a game and a half behind. They are, they got a lot of young talent. They got Kelenic,
Kelenic in AAA.
Kelenic, yeah. NL East, Phillies. Oh, yeah. Phillies.
Number 1. Wow. That's a tight division.
But they're 17 and 15.
That's a tight division.
Cardinals lead the NL Central by a game. Go Redbirds. The Giants. Here's the thing. We'll get to that in a minute. The Giants are leading the NL West.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants. The Dodgers are barely above 500 at this point, only 2 games. And the Giants are leading the division.
I mean, that
this is like 2015.
Absolutely stacked, man.
This is like 2015.
It's crazy, dude. The Padres, Dodgers, and Giants are all loaded. And poor guys in the Diamondbacks and the Rockies are just trying to fight through it, man.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get through it. But anyways, let's go back to the NL Central. I told you this was going to happen. I told you. Everybody's like, the Cincinnati Reds are the best thing that happens in sliced bread. And I said, no, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, sir. And they
didn't believe you.
Cream rises to the top, baby. And you know who's at the top?
Go Redbirds.
Go Redbirds.
All right, we're going to end it with that. As said.
Thanks for listening.
Well spoken by Mr. Harker. Go Redbirds. Thank you for listening.
Have a good one.